Okay, so I recorded this whole video before and then discovered that my sound wasn't working, which is really annoying because it was an excellent video, let me tell you. But now I think for some reason my voice is recording really softly, so I hope that that's not going to be a problem and that you guys can hear me, because I don't want to do this again. Haha. Anyway, so Laura and I just kind of walked around today, and it was kind of fun, so I thought I'd make sure that I recorded all of that. But after class, we just walked down to the beach because a lot of other people were going to the park wall, which I already talked about before. And so I'd already been there, and she kind of messed up her knee recently, so there's lots of stairs at park wall. So we figured we'd take it easy as far as stairs go and walk down to the sea, which was nice to see. And sorry. It was just nice because it was really close and we hadn't walked down there yet, so it's just good to get your bearings in that respect. And they were combing the beach, which was kind of cool. Didn't really know why, though, because it wasn't picking up litter. I think they were just, like, beautifying it or something. Anyway. And after that, we decided that we were going to the Chocolate Museum, which actually took us a really long time to find because it's just not where it was indicated on the map, which is actually pretty typical. I don't know what's up with the maps here, but they just aren't to scale like you would expect. Like, sometimes they'll look like it's really far away, and it's just really not. It's like a 5-minute walk. And other times, you can be sitting, like, where it shows whatever it's supposed to be is on the map, and it's not there, which is what happened with the Chocolate Museum. So that was kind of annoying, but it worked out because we ended up walking around the, like, area of town that it was. It's not quite the Gothic Quarter, but it's pretty close to it, so that's kind of cool. And they had all these nice little shops, and even though it was like siesta time, so a lot of the shops were closed, there were still some cool ones that were open. Like, there's this one where Laura bought a scarf, and there's just like this crazy guy in there who was really intent on selling a scarf to her, and so he it's like, try it on, try it on, try it on, and she's just like, okay, I will, and he, like, tried it on for her, like, put it around her neck, which is really awkward and really hysterical. I was having a really hard time not laughing. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was laughing, so it was good, but she bought one from him, so I think he didn't care that we were laughing at him. Another thing that we did is we went to this grocery store to get some water, because, yeah, you can buy water at grocery stores. Sorry, stupid. But water bottles are actually really cheap to buy here, too. Like, you can buy the normal 20-ounce or whatever that you get in the States for about 50 cents. But then they have even bigger bottles, which were actually cheaper. It was 39 cents for a bigger bottle. So I convinced Laura to buy a bigger bottle, and I don't know. I mean, maybe we were just being giggly, but it was hysterical because we were so thirsty, and so when we got out on the street, we started drinking from them, and it's just like this abnormally huge bottle. And the thing is, too, that like people don't really drink from water bottles around here. They basically always put them in glasses. So I just felt very like touristy and American to be drinking from the water bottle and from this like massive water bottle. It was funny. It was a good time. And then we went to the Chocolate Museum, which was pretty stupid, actually. We thought it might be cool where you might be able to, like, see chocolate being made or something, but no, it was pretty much just, like, exhibits, and they had, like, things made out of chocolate, but it wasn't really that exciting. And they also had this whole section on the Barca football team, but none of it really had anything to do with chocolate. There's like a little exhibit on eggs, too, which I don't really understand at all. So that was kind of, like, actually really fun to go into because it was just so stupid. But they gave us a bar of chocolate when we walked in, so we basically paid, like, €3.50 for a bar of chocolate, which, whatever. It was good. It was fun. And yeah, then we met up with Alicia for lunch, which was cool, too. So it ended up being a fun and neat little, like, weekend. Or afternoon. I don't know why I said weekend. But We're going on a day trip tomorrow to Calçotada, which is a little, like, village right outside Barcelona, I think. And we're eating this, apparently, like, really crazy lunch there. I don't know. Apparently it's really, really messy. I saw pictures and people are, like, covered head to toe in, like, plastic. So, that'll be interesting. I'm sure that'll be some good picture material happening there. So you'll hear about that, I'm sure. And tonight we're going to a club that Alicia recommended. So I don't know how many people are going, but it should be fun. It's supposed to be really good, so we'll be doing that. Yeah, which I'll update on Sunday about those probably. So, yeah, good times. I'm starting to feel the homesickness in many ways. I mean, it's not like it's culture shock, or, I mean, like, the term culture shock makes me think, like, there's aspects of the culture that are really bothering me, which is really not, like, a problem for me, I've found. I seem to be adjusting pretty well. I mean, there's some things that bother me, like, I don't know, like the lack of smiling. Like, people don't, I don't know, in the metro, you don't really look at people. And if you do, you don't end up, like, if you catch eyes with someone, you don't, like, smile or anything like that. So, I mean, that's just, that's different, but it doesn't really bother me. Like, it's really easy to get used to. And, I mean, I think I mentioned this before, but just how different all the toilets are. Like, no toilet, like, flushes the exact same way as another one. It's totally weird. I've seen at least 20 different ways to flush a toilet, which is bizarre, I find. Even in the same building, like on different floors, you'll have different toilets. It just is absurd. But, I mean, that doesn't really matter, but it's just different. But, I mean, as far as homesickness goes, as far as missing people, it's definitely started to set in. It's just different because you don't, I mean, there's some things that you would just normally do with people, or, you know, you see something and you want to say it to somebody and they're just, like, not around to do it, so that's weird. And it's really starting to settle in that, like, I'm going to be here for a while. And even though it feels like I've been here for a really long time, it's still just, like, whoa, like, I've barely been here at all. Like, it's been, like, 2 weeks, and I have a lot more to go, so yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, really. Like, this afternoon was really fun and really fantastic, so I don't feel it as strongly, but, like, yesterday I just kind of laid around and hung out, and I was really starting to feel it then, so I think the alone time is when it starts to happen, so, you know, staying busy is probably the best thing to do for that, but it's still hard. It's like, like a long vacation or something, and yeah, but yeah, I don't know. So I guess that's pretty much all I have to say and update about, but you'll hear from me again soon.